The African National Congress, ANC, once the unshakable giant of South African politics, is now showing visible cracks that many say could lead to its downfall. What was once whispered in political corridors has now spilled into the open, a deepening power struggle between President Cyril Ramaphosa and ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula. The rift, insiders reveal, is not just about personality clashes but about control, influence, and ultimately, survival in a party already bruised by corruption scandals, factional battles, and a restless electorate. For months, tension between the two leaders has been simmering beneath the surface. Ramaphosa, widely perceived as a cautious reformer struggling to restore credibility after years of state capture, is finding his authority challenged by Mbalula, a fiery, outspoken figure whose political style thrives on controversy and bold pronouncements. The clash between Ramaphosa's measured diplomacy and Mbalula's brash populism has now reached a boiling point, creating a spectacle that threatens to implode the ANC from within. At the heart of the struggle is the party's direction heading into the next elections. Ramaphosa has staked his reputation on rooting out corruption and stabilizing the economy, but critics accuse him of being too slow, too indecisive, and too willing to appease rival factions. Mbalula, on the other hand, has positioned himself as the voice of the grassroots, attacking Ramaphosa's leadership style and accusing him of failing to protect the ANC's revolutionary legacy. Their feud has turned branch meetings into battlegrounds, with local structures openly split between Ramaphosa loyalists and Mbalula's insurgents. Leaks from inside Luthuli House paint a picture of chaos. Reports suggest that Mbalula has been quietly building alliances with disillusioned ANC Youth League leaders and certain provincial barons who feel sidelined by Ramaphosa's inner circle. Some even speculate that Mbalula has ambitions far beyond the Secretary-General's office, eyeing the presidency of the ANC itself. Ramaphosa's allies, however, accuse Mbalula of reckless grandstanding that damages the party's fragile unity at a time when opposition parties are gaining ground. The stakes could not be higher. The ANC, once comfortably dominant, is facing a historic decline in voter support. Its performance in the last election showed a dip below the 50% mark in key metros, and polls suggest South Africans are increasingly disillusioned with its leadership. With the party already fighting for relevance in a multi-party democracy, the public airing of factional wars between its president and secretary-general may be the final nail in the coffin. Political analysts warn that this internal conflict could spell disaster. A weakened Ramaphosa risks being undermined from within, while an emboldened Mbalula could destabilize the party further by pulling it toward populist rhetoric and reckless confrontations. Already, whispers of possible breakaway movements are growing louder, sparking fears of another Cope moment or a repeat of the EFF's dramatic exit under Julius Malema a decade ago. For ordinary South Africans, however, the power struggle is more than a party drama. It raises urgent questions about governance, service delivery, and accountability. While the ANC fights itself, communities across the country continue to face unemployment, failing municipalities, load shedding, and worsening inequality. Whether Ramaphosa will assert his authority or whether Mbalula will rise as the new power broker remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that the ANC's implosion is no longer a distant possibility, it is unfolding in real time. The outcome of this battle will not only determine the future of two powerful men but also the survival of South Africa's oldest liberation movement.